up a 5-member ad hoc ministerial committee to engage stakeholders over Galamsey. Information Minister Fatimata Abubakar, in a statement on Friday, September 13, named the National Security Minister Albert Kandapa as the chairman of the committee. Other members of the committee are Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Samuel Abujinapo, Minister for Defense Dominic Nitiwu, Minister for Employment, Labour Relations and Pensions Ignatius Bafuiwa, and the Minister for Information Fatimata Abubakar. But the Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Japon, says that is not the solution.
Let me state it categorically. NDC, NPP, politicians, they are all involved. If they want to solve Galamsey issue, both of them come together, we can solve Galamsey issue. The politicians are involved. I'm bold to tell you because nobody can point finger at me. Nanato has done a lot to stop this, but I'm afraid both sides, NDC, NPP, from constituency level to the top, they are all doing. So we can't win the fight. No, we can't. Unless the politicians themselves sacrifice and stop.
He chastised the activities of foreign nationals engaged in Galamsey and how they are tolerated due to the involvement of politicians.
How much money do you want to make on this earth to see that everybody is going to suffer in the near future? I'm not part of it. That's why I'm going to tell you. You know, it's not right. We are destroying this country. We allow Chinese and foreigners to come here and destroy our water bodies. Can you, a Ghanaian, go to China, India, Lebanon, and do this kind of things? You'll be killed within a second. But here we tolerate them, and they are destroying our water bodies. And because the politicians are involved, they cannot get bold and to take actions against them.
The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abujinapo, revealed this week that the government has directed regional ministers, regional security councils, RECSEC, to intensify enforcement actions to contain illegal small-scale mining.
Well, staying a while longer on this issue, Awula Sewa is the founder and coordinator of Eco-Conscious Citizens and has joined us via Zoom. Good evening, madam, and thank you for your time on News 360.
Good evening. Thank you for raising awareness about the canker.
Well, first of all, this 5-member ad hoc ministerial committee that was put together by the president to engage stakeholders on illegal mining, do you believe this is what we need right now?
Of course not. Of course not. What we need is action to be taken. You know, I don't know what planet we are on. We face an existential threat. I've been saying it over and over and over again. This is not the time for conversations. We've had enough dialogue. We've had enough conversations. 2 years ago, I was invited to one of these dialogues. What have we achieved? So many organizations have come together and have told you what to do. They are organizations that cannot be taken for granted. You have the Catholic Bishops' Conference. You have the Christian Council. You have Media Coalition Against Galamsey. You have UTA. You have Organized Labor. You have the GMA. What are you waiting for to take action? We have told you, declare a state of emergency and remove all illegal miners from our forest reserves and our water bodies. Revoke perverse LI 2462, which allows for mining in forest reserves, including globally significant biodiversity areas, facilitating ecocide. There's ongoing ecocide. Poisoning of water bodies is a war crime, and we are doing it to ourselves. For heaven's sake, the time for talking is over. We have talked and talked and talked since 2017 when the president put his presidency on the line. The situation has gone from bad to worse. What on earth are we waiting for? We can see the situation: kidney disease, rise in maternal death, stillborn babies, deformed babies. What are we waiting for to take action?
But also, legal small-scale miners are concerned about the call to ban small-scale mining in general. They're saying that more of the pressure should go to those that are doing it illegally. Do you share the same view?
What I'm saying is that there's a crisis. It's a matter of life and death. Pause community mining and small-scale mining, whatever. Pause it, and then get your act together. Those who are doing a good job and they are not polluting the environment, there's no reason why, if they are mining in the right place and doing the right thing, they'll be dealt with. What we are saying is that it's an emergency situation. For now, pause it all. Get everybody away from our forest reserve, because with respect, nobody should be there. Nobody should be in globally significant biodiversity area. Nobody should be in the Draw River Forest Reserve. This should not be happening. Nobody should be in Atiwa Forest Reserve. So get everybody out. But in order to do it effectively, you need to have a state of emergency. And I don't know what we are waiting for. We know that the firefighters are the arsonists. We know that a lot of highly placed persons are involved. But don't you for once care about Ghana? You want to just poison Ghanaians because you want, because you are greedy and you want to be in power forever. You know, there's going to be the day of reckoning. God is not mocked. So listen to the population. We've all come together.
Definitely.
And UTAC organized labor has stated it concisely and very clearly. Revoke LI 2462.
Well, Madam, of course, the fight against illegal mining is an ongoing one, and we want to see change. So definitely, in the future, we are going to come back to you to get more insights on what should be done and the actions that should be taken. Thank you very much for your time this evening. Madam Olasewa is the founder and coordinator of Eco-Conscious Citizens.
Right, Ayisha. Now, the paramount chief of the Nandom traditional area, now Professor Edmond Dele Chiri VIII, says he has no faith in the government's 5-member interministerial committee set up to look into the illegal mining. Well, according to the former chairman of the Convention People's Party, the committee is partisan and therefore will not come out with any good recommendations. He's therefore joined the call for a total ban on small-scale mining.
Well, he's the executive president, and everything rests on him. Now, it means if they are even to do that, and where are the stakeholders? It shouldn't only be one group of people, which is Uniparty. I would have thought that, knowing that this is now a national program, not NPP or NDC, you should have selected people who have clear minds and who are this one to come, without fear or favor. But you see, if you take your own people to go, no matter what efforts you make, the others will protest. I would have expected that we have a non-partisan group, so that at least and people who know, you see, put them together, and then they can come and say, but once you bring your own group of people, and whatever you bring out, you get opposition.
Technically, you don't have faith in this committee that has just been formed. It was formed today.
Yes, what I'm saying is that I personally don't think they can do, even if they have the best suggestions, but it's also partisan. I wanted a non-partisan committee, for instance. NDC should have had it. There are people there. Get other people so that when we come out with a decision, which is non-partisan, I always believe that when we have trouble, like war, there is no NDC, there is no NPP. It's only Ghana.
And now, staff members of the Volta River Authority VRA and the Northern Electricity Distribution Company NEDCO across Ghana are threatening a nationwide strike in response to claims that the government plans to sell